Good evening, welcome to another live from the Livingroom gig session. My name's David Burns, I'm the host here, and tonight I'm delighted to say I'm welcoming back Crawford Smith for another Livingroom session. Crawford, what are we going to start with tonight?
I think I'm going to start with one of my own, because the last time I was here we were doing all covers
It was Howlin
with
Radio
the
you were
Howlin
with
Radio
last
band.
time, yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm on my own.
Where is everybody?
I just do my own thing. Yeah, I guess we're going back to songs that I've written when I was back at Stowe College, 2005, and the title track of an EP which is called Standalone.
Excellent, let's get that on the go. So this is Crawford Smith here for live from the Livingroom gigs with Standalone.
I've been wasting my time round this borderline between boredom and pure apathy. I've been up, I've been down, I've been all round this town, and I'll tell you what's happened to me. I've found love, I've found loss, paid the price and the cost for this city, she holds on to me. I've gone off, I've been lost, I've been kicked, punched and tossed round this city, she holds on to me. And I know she'll be here when I'm old and my path becomes clear. She'll be stuck in her ways, might have seen better days, but I know that she'll always be here. You talk of us and your plans, but we've never met. You tell me we're all the same, and I'm somehow part of your game. But I'll say this without one regret. Yeah, don't you bother with me. I feel fine, I'm focused and I'm free. I'm not really there, I don't mind, you don't care. I'm happy to stand here alone, between presence, treble and tone. Well, I think it's far out, I can scream, I can shout, I'd be happy to stand here alone. My head and my heart is my home. If you're lucky tonight, you might see the lights that I see. If you're lucky tonight, you might see those lights. If you're lucky tonight.
Fantastic stuff. So this is live from the Livingroom gigs. This is our Wednesday night guest artist session, and Crawford Smith is here with us tonight. That was Standalone. Of course, you're not usually standing alone. You've usually got the guys from Howling Radio around you, but that's your covers band. It's great to hear you doing original stuff tonight.
It's nice, you know. I don't know. Just a few months ago, I started playing my own stuff at the open mics, and just out the blue. What was it? One of the young lads, young Axel, was asking me about. He's asking me about different stuff every week, and one week he asked about open tunings. So I said, well, I've got a bunch of stuff in open tunings, and that was it. I played a couple of my own.
I got you back into.
Yeah, it kind of got me back into doing my own stuff. Yeah.
It's great to have an opportunity to be playing original stuff, because on the show last week we had Mary Jane in. We were talking about she's another covers artist, as I do myself. It can be great fun getting up with the band and playing cover stuff, but it's really nice to get a chance to do something that's your own work.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's something I really lost kind of desire to do. I lost the kind of need to do it, the want to do it. But I mean, I played the same songs for ages. I think I wrote a little handful of songs back in 2005, 2004 or 5, and then played them a lot. Did a lot of gigs. Nice little support slots and stuff. But yeah, I just quickly realised that you could make money from singing covers and entertaining people,
Bills have got to be paid or something, haven't they?
You know, Johnny be good, and that'll be the day and stuff like that. You know, get people dancing, you'll get paid for that.
Good fun, aye.
But yeah, I've kind of missed playing my own stuff, and actually started writing a new song just on Monday night just there.
Excellent.
At least the ideas of a new song, you know.
Not quite ready to play yet, or
no, nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. No, it's in here. It's in my little book.
Need to get you in for another session when that's finished.
For it. Aye. You know, I think it's maybe because I knew this session was coming up. I was kind of driven to do more of my own stuff.
It's funny that sometimes as soon as you've got something coming up, you know you're going to be doing original stuff. The cogs start whirring again.
Yeah, something to aim for.
Aye,
I guess. Aye. So it's nice to play my own stuff if I can remember it all.
That's the thing. We'll see how much of it you can get.
Yeah, and you know I've got this recurring tendonitis thing, so.
How you keeping with that at the moment?
It's alright. I can't really play too much. I can't rehearse too much. You know, I've got to take it easy. I do kind of virtual rehearsal, so I listen to the track over and over, and I'll look at the chords and I'll look at the lyrics and picture myself playing it. It sounds crazy, but
I can visualise doing it, but then it kind of keeps it spontaneous when you're actually performing it.
Yeah,
you're not so kind of clinically rehearsed.
It's not done over and over. Yeah,
because that's when you wind up with the songs becoming stale when you know the tune inside out.
For sure. Aye.
So what shall we have from you next?
Well, I'll do it after saying how nice it is to do my own stuff.
Can I get a cover now?
I'll put a little cover in. Mainly because it's in the same tuning, or I worked this song out in this tuning, and it was then messing around with the tuning that I gave birth to that last song and the one that I'll do after this.
So it's something that's kind of inspired some of the...
Yeah, you know, that's exactly what it is, inspired by. So, this is a wee tune by Joni Mitchell. Paradise and put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? You bathe paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees and put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1 million just to see him. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? You bathe paradise and put up a parking lot. Farmer, put away the DDT. Give me spots on my apples and leave me the birds and the bees. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? You bathe paradise and put up a parking lot. Late last night I heard the screen door slam, and a big Joe backseat took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? You bathe paradise and put up a parking lot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? Paradise, put up a parking lot. You paved paradise and put up a parking lot. You paved paradise and you put up a parking lot. Yeah, you paved paradise and you've put up a parking lot. Joni Mitchell.
Big Yellow Taxi there from our guest artist tonight, Crawford Smith. And hello to HM Music, who is tuned in from Austria. Great to have a new viewer with us. And let's see, what were you saying? We've got some guitar tech information that you're looking for. Let's see if we can be of any assistance here. I asked for something about guitar chords. I've no clue about playing guitar myself. I need to write down actual notes of 2 special chords. What we've got: C plus and F sharp something. I'm not quite sure what that is.
I'll tell you what
Crawford,
the answer is.
Any idea?
I'll tell you what the answer is for all these questions. I mean, I could guess what those chords are, but I'd need to hear it. The answer for all these things is a website set up by a guy from Glasgow called chordbook.com. Go to chordbook.com and you'll just see it from there. There's a little kind of app thing, widget thing that opens up, and you can type in the name of the chord and it will show you all different ways of playing it. Or you can put the fingers on the fretboard and hit the strum button and see what it sounds like and see if it is a chord.
Chordbook.com. So I'll put that link into there. Hopefully that helps you out.
The C plus, you're probably thinking that C-add 9. Oh, I can't do it on this. It's open tuning.
You're tuning. Hopefully that helps you out there, HM Music, and great to have you joining us. Hope you enjoy the show tonight. So this is live from the Livingroom gigs, and we do a live acoustic session here every Wednesday night with a different guest artist, and it's my pleasure to welcome back Crawford Smith of Southside Sessions. And so you run quite a lot of the gigs around here yourself. So for anyone tuning in who doesn't know the scene here in Glasgow, tell us about what you do.
Okay, what I've done, I started. There was no music scene in Howlin, the area that I live in, the south side of Glasgow, and there was nothing really happening. There was one bar, Sammy Dow's, that was putting on really kind of loud rock bands. You had to wear earplugs, and it was really quite cliquey. You couldn't really get in, but they had a once a month acoustic night, which was just superb. You know, really well attended, and it took months and months to get in with them, and then to get on stage and get one song, and I was just totally inspired by it. But at the same time, I was cycling over to the West End and Merchant City and City Centre, and cycling home in the piss and rain pretty much every night. One night I got home and my guitar was completely soaked. My case was dripping right through. I was just pissed off with having to travel away to do gigs. So that next day, I just decided to start something in my local area.
Yeah, it's been great to have all the stuff that you do, and it's grown so much. It was the 14th anniversary of when you started just last week.
Yeah, just last week was the 14th anniversary of the Southside Sessions. Yeah, started in 2005 in July. And yeah, you know, started out just in one bar, and I stayed there for a good few years. And when I had the chance to spread out what I was doing into different venues, it kind of spun this idea that all the venues should be doing something, and we should be putting loads of events on, and it just happened nice and organically, you know.
And we've gone from really nothing much happening in the south side at all to becoming one of the kind of the trendy parts of Glasgow now. Everyone's
one of the most desirable places in Scotland to live.
Everyone's wanting in on the action.
Yeah, it really. I think, I know it wasn't just me doing it all, but I think I was quite an important spark for that fire. You know, the work that I did with the original Southside Festival, you know, just the effort, you know, getting the posters around town and talking to people all about it, and you know, getting enthusiastic about it.
That's just to get things off the ground. It takes so much kind of force of will to make anything happen, but then eventually, once things start going, the momentum starts to build, and eventually you get a scene going.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. The work that I did, pulling a team together, getting the sales stuff done, doing all the promotions work and the bookings and design work and all that for the Southside Fringe Festival. You know, it wasn't just me involved, but it was me driving it at the start. That really did some big things for the Southside.
It really did, yeah. It really put the place back on the map.
I won't go into details about how that turned out, but I think I did my bit quite well.
You certainly did, yeah.
Yeah.
And you've still got the open mic, and it's.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've run. Do you want me to ring that? Do you want me to ring that off?
Let's get all the plugs out of the way.
Yep. So the Southside Sessions in Glasgow. You can Google Southside Sessions, or recently actually you can just Google the words best open mics in Glasgow, and you'll find a lot of them talking about what I do in the Southside. Southside session, so you've got a Tuesday night at the Butterfly and Pig in Shawlands. It's an open mic. You've got a Thursday night, which is a kind of showcase plus open mic in Sweeney's in the Park in Shawlands. And then you've got the Friday nights that I'm just playing with Howlin Radio and whatever pubs will take us. Saturday nights there's cover bands in Sweeney's as well. Saturday nights there's acoustic acts in the Granary in Shawlands and in the Old Smithy in Cathcart. And then on Sunday nights I've got the open mic at the Allison Arms as well.
You still doing the Thursday nights at Bag of Nails as well?
No.
Oh, is that stopped now?
That's come to an end.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah. That was good. I had a good run at it.
That saves me wandering out next Thursday night and wondering why you're not there.
Crazy. No, the venue wanted to give it to someone else to refresh it, which I thought was a good idea. But so it might come back round to me. Who knows?
Yeah,
that's good fun.
But there's certainly plenty that you're doing for the Southside.
Yeah.
So we've got a few more comments come through. It's from HM Music again. Gonna have a look at the site and saying very nice music. Didn't know the song you were doing there, but played along a wee bit on baritone sax. Oh, nice
cool.
one.
That last song, that was Joni Mitchell's Big Yellow Taxi.
And I say he's been googling you. You've won a Scottish Music Award. So you can't remember the name. He's closed the page down, but you're a well kept face around here.
Aye, from what I remember, yeah, some good stuff's happened. I don't know. I don't hold on to it too much. You know, no. I'm not looking for accolades or number ones or fame or any of that sort of rubbish. You know, I just want
the music's what.
I just want to play music.
Yeah.
I just want to. It keeps me happy. It keeps me young, and if it makes people dance and smile or whatever, you know,
exactly, yeah,
you know, great. And if I can pay the bills at the same time, then
all to the good.
We're laughing.
Yeah.
You know?
Shall we get some more music from you then?
Yeah. Okay.
What should we have next?
I'll stick with this guitar just because I'm in this tuning. Should we do that?
I don't know. Should we?
Back to the start. Become one. Okay. Now I'm going to switch it over. I brought 3 guitars with me. Sounds ridiculous. 3 different tunings.
So what are we in for this one?
Sorry?
What tuning is this one?
This is just in standard tuning. It seems a bit loud, I don't know. You guys will be able to tell me. Okay, so this is a song called Back to the Start. I was on the 13th of January 2002, I was in a really serious car crash, high velocity road traffic accident, and I had my head all bust open and got diffuse brain damage, you know, into a coma and stuff like that. It's a long story, I won't give you it all, but a life-changing moment. And a couple of years later, when I started coming out of all the rehab stuff, one of the neuropsychologists, Sue Copstick, who loved Joni Mitchell and Neil Young and all that, she convinced me that I should just do the things that I love, you know, had a second chance at life. So she just told me to get into my music.
Absolutely, and if you've got something that you're passionate about, go out and do it.
Oh,
you're not going to you never know when you're not going to be able to do it.
Well, that's that phrase. What is it? If you do the things that you love, you'll never work again. So anyway, so this I think this was one of the first songs that I wrote. It's called Back to the Start, and it was about getting back into my music after the bang in the head. What you tell me is I'm losing my grip on this life we all have. And you tell me there's more, but I've been here before, and I've seen what you've got to give. Well, you give what you get, and you take any time that you see fit. You're taking me back to the start. You'll turn away from this poor display. I'm to blame for all that you see. And you ask me for more, or you walk out that door. Please, let me explain. this corner I've turned. Decision I've made has me right back down by your grave, taking me back to the start. Back to the start. And I know what I've found. If you'll all gather round, I'll let you all into my dreams. Yeah, it's peace that I've found. Now you can't bring me down for the mistakes that I've made. Let me give what I've got. Let me take any time that I see fit. Let me take myself back to the start. Oh, let me take myself back to the start. Oh, let me take myself back to the start. Oh, let me take myself.
Fantastic stuff.
It's funny doing that myself, doing that solo.
Yeah, yeah.
Percussion and other stuff.
Where's Chaz tonight?
Chaz is at the football. Aye, but it's nice to play again, man. It feels good. It's great when you're used to a band. You can get away with all sorts of stuff. You know, the detail. Someone else is covering the bottom end. Someone else is doing the solo. Aye. Someone else is on the beats. You can be a lot more kind of loose. But when you're kind of naked in front of the mic, just
it's all on you tonight. Yeah.
Pressure's on. Aye, good thing.
HM Music. Really enjoying the music show. I'll put my teeth in and try and say that again. HM Music, enjoying the music here tonight, and very nice you getting here more often. Yeah, it'd be great to have you back along and saying those lyrics so true, man. Yeah. So,
thanks very much.
I think we've got you a new fan here. Let's put up your Facebook page so we can give you a follow there. That's facebook.com/musicbycrawford. That's where we'll find you on there.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not so up to date and on the ball with all that kind of stuff.
You are there. I looked you up beforehand.
Right. Okay. It does exist. Right?
It does exist.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Good.
We'll put up your some more links as well. We'll put up your YouTube link.
I've got a YouTube.
Yep, that's the one to your page now. Just before we went on air, you were talking about something that's not on that channel, but if you Google it again, you'll find this. You were singing with our First Minister quite recently.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I managed to blag her onto the stage with me. I've met her a few times. Before she was First Minister, she came round to the Southside Fringe headquarters.
This is her local constituency.
Aye, because she's a local MSP. And she was, doing her bit to make sure that the public see her as involved in what we're up to. So she was getting publicity off of me a few years ago. So I don't have any problems asking her for a wee bit of publicity from her.
Oh, not too right.
Yeah. So at the Bungle in the Lanes just a month ago, I do the same thing. I supply the sound systems and book the acts and host the stages. And she always walks around and I normally say hello and get a little picture and stuff. And this time I just thought, I'm going to just blag her on the stage.
I definitely get it up there with you.
Yeah, so we sang Caledonia together, and you can imagine everybody stopped and whipped their phones out. And
if you get the First Minister of Scotland up there singing Caledonia, that's going to get some attention.
Probably easily the most kind of honest and on the ball politician in the United Kingdom for years now. A trustworthy.
Yeah, it's rare to find a decent one.
A trustworthy, proper human. A woman from the south side.
Well, she's from Ayrshire,
but she's not lived in the south side of Glasgow for a long time, no?
Aye, but she grew up in Ayrshire.
She's from the Shire, right?
Yep, from my area.
But yeah, just a totally normal person,
And just wandering around, a local music event, none of the security guards or anything you'd normally expect with a politician of that high.
She doesn't need it. Everyone loves her. She doesn't need it. But yeah, it was nice. I just asked her if she wants to sing, and she said, "No, I can't. I can't sing." And I just just mime it. My mate Davey will back you up. And she's like, "Right, okay then." And you wouldn't expect a politician to do that. Yeah, that was nice. And every gig that I've done since then, there's always somebody who'll come up and say, "Are is
You're that
you,
guy.
So it went a little bit viral. Yeah, it's the first time that's happened to me. Hundreds of thousands of views the next day. And yeah, there's a link to that somewhere. I'm sure David will sort that out. There's a link to that somewhere. You can Google, if you Google Nicola Sturgeon sings Caledonia, you'll find
that there. Another question in from HM Music, just asking you if you went to any music school or if you're self-taught with the guitar.
No, I'm self-taught. I play by ear. I can't read music, and I'm totally self-taught. Stealing ideas from little places and people over the years. Although I did study the music business at North Glasgow and at Stowe College, so I kind of know how evil the business is and how nasty and how it works. Which is why in the very first week of doing that course, I started the Southside sessions, and I started it in an organic way. So just do something local and just do what you like.
Yeah, and
just
focused on the musicians and treating them fairly.
Yeah, just let it grow. If it's going to grow, it will. You know, don't force it, don't chase it, and that's worked out all right.
As you've done no bad.
I think I did 7 years of eating like beans on toast, and scraping by, and now there's not enough days in the week. I can't fit all the gigs in that I'm getting asked to do. There's loads of venues I'd love to work with, but I just don't have time to get round to them all.
It's good to be in demand.
I think it's worked out right.
Yeah. So shall we get another song from you?
I do a song.
Let's do a song, yeah.
I haven't really planned anything for this. I just wanted to see what would come up. I really want to do Caledonia, so let's do that.
Let's do that, yeah.
Do you think
even if we don't have Nicola on backing vocals this time?
That's all right. She was a bit ropey anyway. Maybe you can fill that up for me.
We'll get her to stick to the politics.
Aye.
She sticks to the day job, we'll do the music.
I'm quite interested in politics. Anyway, I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me, and these last few days I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories and singing songs that make me think about where I come from, and that's the reason why you seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, it's been everything I've ever had. Now I have moved, and I've kept on moving. I've proved the points that I needed proving. I've lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. And I've kissed the girls and I've left some crying. I've stolen dreams, yeah, there's no denying. I've travelled hard with my coattail flying somewhere in the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, it's been everything I've ever had. Sitting here beside the fire, this empty room, that forest choir, those flames that could not get any higher, they've withered, now they've gone. and I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when the hands are shaking and the kisses flow. Well, I will disappear, but let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I should become a stranger, it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, it's been everything I've ever had. Yeah, Caledonia, it's been everything I've ever had. Yeah, Caledonia, it's been everything I've ever had.
Crawford Smith with his version of Dougie MacLean's Caledonia here for live from the Livingroom gigs. And yeah, if you want to hear some more from Crawford, do check out the Facebook page that we put up the link earlier on, facebook.com/music by Crawford. We put up a link to your YouTube channel as well, or just turn up in pretty much any bar in Glasgow on the Southside and you'll probably find you there playing some music somewhere. So that was one of the covers that you do with Howlin Radio. You've also been playing some original stuff tonight, and what guitar are we going on tonight?
Back onto the Martini. I think this one's an open E. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to do Become One, that's right. Yeah, so one of my own songs, there was like a little fistful of songs that I wrote not long after the Bang in the Head. When I had this real drive, you know, I knew that I'd found what I wanted to do, you know, and I'm eternally grateful, you know, for what happened, for how I got there.
I mean, as awful as what happened was, it's really given you that push on to go and do everything that's come about since.
Yeah, absolutely. If it wasn't for that car crash, you know, I wouldn't be doing this. None of the stuff we just talked about would have happened, you know.
The Southside wouldn't have been a lot emptier for it.
Who knows? I might not even live there. The plan at that time was to become a snowboard instructor, and we actually kind of crashed on the day before going up to the mountains to sign up for all that stuff.
Right.
So the plan would have been to live in Europe through the winter and spring to teach snowboarding, and maybe do some gigs at the weekends in pubs.
So music would have still been there somewhere.
Potentially, but maybe not. Who knows, man? Who knows? What was I doing? One of mine, right. This is called Become One, and I guess it was about becoming a musician, but it also, I realised after I'd written it that it had more of a kind of, we could all become one, we could all not become musicians, but we could all get together. It's kind of got a wee bit of that as well. Okay. How's it go?
Don't ask me.
Way down low where I was, I just don't know who I'd been, having lost my way. I've changed into something that I thought I could never be. And I know what you say I've done, and I know we could all become one. Way up high where I now, I just don't know what could be in the days to come. Where the winds might take us, blow our minds and free us till the morning comes. And inside, there's nothing holds me back. And outside, divine lights guide my way. They guide my way. From up here it seems like you all know what could be in the days to come. Let the winds come take us, blow our minds and free us. We could all be one. And I hear what you say you've done. And I know we could all become one. We could all become one.
Fantastic stuff. And just to say cheerio to HM Music, who's got to head off. It's getting late over in Austria, and you're up early for a gig tomorrow in the Czech Republic. So exciting times over there. Great to have you joining the show for a wee while tonight, and hopefully we'll catch you again sometime soon. And yeah, have a great gig over there in the Czech Republic. So we're getting some well-travelled viewers in tonight.
Do you know, I don't really know how it all works, man. You know, this internet thing.
I just turn
technology.
it on and hope somebody's watching.
The first track that I played today is revolves around the idea that I don't care. I'm not interested. I don't care who's watching or if anyone's watching. I just want to. I just want to play music. Yeah, it makes me happy. It keeps me happy. So
just make the music that expresses what you want to say, and someone will find it. It'll get out there to somebody.
I guess so. I don't know. That's just a bonus, man.
Yeah,
it's just a bonus. Yeah, I'm very much not chasing any sort of attention or fame or anything. You know, I just want to play music. And
best way to be.
Yeah. Like I said, it keeps me happy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just to do it for its own reward is a great thing.
Yeah, I think on going down that road as well. I think creating a platform, running all these open mics and giving an opportunity to new performers and young musicians that are coming up through the ranks.
Absolutely, it's
being able to facilitate that, being able to set those scenarios up. Is brilliant. It's an honour. It really is. And when you see young acts coming in and they come back every week and they're developing, learning new things, getting inspired by new sounds, you know.
Seeing people coming together, friendships being made over music, it's a great thing.
Yeah, it's lovely. It really is. That's a real bonus. And if I could pay the bills with that, I would take that as my wages.
And so many of the people that I know around here and that I've had as guests on the show are people that I've met at the open mics around Glasgow, and a lot of them the ones that you've been running yourself.
Yeah, it's a nice thing to bring people together, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a real bonus. You know. What sort of time are we at? What sort of time have we got left?
We've got about 20 minutes or so left, so we've got time for a few more songs.
Okay.
Pick a guitar, any guitar.
Will I do one of mine?
Let's have another original song.
This will be the last one of mine that I'll do then, I think. Yeah, so it's another guitar. It's a wee Tanglewood, a wee solid top Tanglewood. It's a song called Peace Song, and I don't know if I can do it sitting down. Okay.
One way to find
see
out.
what happens. Aye, yeah. Wish me luck. I'm not sure we know just where we're going this time tonight, this time or any other. Feels like there's no shelter in life. Sometimes, from what I see, sometimes we live on greed. Sometimes I can't believe to say to me what's right or wrong. This time feels right. This time feels so real. All I want to be free from your reality. Sometimes it's all I want. Sometimes it's all I've been. Sometimes I can't believe I can't believe
You can play it sitting down.
I can, yeah. I should have done that one standing up. Yeah, wow, I remember the words. Wow.
Yeah, that's one you've not done in a wee while then.
Yeah. It's not very often you get a chance to tune down to an open G.
Just before HI Music was away to get ready for his gig, he was commenting on all the open tunings that you're using, and you don't see that very often for a gig like this. It's, usually everyone's just in standards. It's nice to see something a wee bit different.
Yeah, I don't know. I found open tunings really relaxing. It's like an unknown language, kind of like opening a book and seeing the shapes, but not knowing what it says. You just have to kind of work it out.
So to kind of feel your way through it.
Yeah. Where are we? Open G, right? God, I've not played this for a long, long time. You could maybe share. Have you done that? There is a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
it's
got
got
that back up again. Yeah.
Got some videos of me playing at the Glad Cafe, supporting Nick Harper or Glenn Tilbrook or somebody. I can't remember who it was. Nick Harper maybe. And we did a little mishmash thing of Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd, and I think we did this Floyd one. God, that must have been like 15 years ago, right? So I've not done this for 15 years, right? You say the hill's too steep to climb. Climb it. You say you'd like to see me try. Climb it. place and I'll choose the time, and I'll climb that hill in my own way. Just wait a while for the right day. And as we rise above the tree line in the clouds, we'll look down, hearing the sound of the faces in the crowd. Merciless, the magistrate looks down, frowning. Merciless, the magistrate turns round, smiling. And as we rise above the tree line in the clouds, we'll look down, hearing the sound of the faces in the crowd. I can't remember how it goes. It's something like that. It's a Pink Floyd song.
I wish it was one that I knew myself. I could have helped you out with the back vocals, but it's not one I know.
I think sometimes I have, when I'm gigging, I'm getting paid. My day job is to entertain people. So it's kind of strict. You know what you're going to play. You're looking at the audience, you're trying to guess if they're into Green Day or Buddy Holly or whatever it is they're into. And you've got set times, you've got a set list and all that. But when I get a chance to just do something like this,
something a wee bit looser and more chilled
just
out.
Be free, just do play what you want to play, Or maybe do a Cat Stevens song or a John Martin song or something. One of those.
Up to you, or both.
Okay. I was really big into my Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and stuff when I was younger, but it was very much Cat Stevens and John Martin that got me inspired to write my own stuff.
Yeah, great songwriters.
Okay, this is a Cat Stevens song. Maybe I'll get it right.
I should be fine. If not, just segue into the John Martin one.
Well, I think it's fine building jumbo planes and taking a ride on a cosmic train. Switch on summer from a slot machine. Get what you want, or if you want, 'cause you can get anything. I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day. But tell me, where will the children play? Where will my children play? Where will my children play? Will you roll on roads over fresh green grass for your lorry loads, pumping petrol gas? And you make them long and you make them tough, and they just go on, and it seems like you can't get off. No, I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day. But tell me, where will my children play? Where will my children play? Where will my children play? Where you stack the sky, scrapers through the air, and you keep on building higher till there's no more room up there. Will you make us laugh? Will you make us cry? Will you tell us when to live? Will you tell us when to die? No, I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day. But tell me, where will my children play? Where will my children play? Where will my children play? roll on roads over fresh green grass for your lorry loads, pumping petrol gas. And you make them long and you make them tough, and they just go on, and it seems like you can't get off. No, no, I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day, but tell me, where will my children play? Where will my children play? Where will my children play? I think I got that one right.
Yeah, I think we got, that was just about all the right words in the right order there. Fantastic stuff. So we're just coming up towards the end of today's show. So just before we go back over to Crawford for one last song, thank you to everyone who has tuned in today. Cheers to HM Music for filling up the chat room. Been great to talk to you, and have a great gig over in the Czech Republic. And I'll be back next week when my guest artist will be Peter Wernick of Visceral Noise Department and Midnight Force and Marshall Chipped and Pop Art, and we'll be talking to him about how he manages to find the time to play in all the different bands that he's in. He seems to be in just about half the bands that are going around Glasgow at the moment. We'll go back over to Crawford Smith for one last tune to close out tonight's show, and thank you very much for coming in and playing for us tonight. And so what are we going to finish off with?
I have no idea. Where are we? I just did Cat Stevens, we've done Joni Mitchell. There's loads of songs in my head, like I think I want to do a John Martin song to finish it.
That sounds like an idea.
Okay, so not long after the Bang in the Head, I bumped into a guy in a jam session in Barhead. An old friend who had shown me how to play guitar, David McNee, and I couldn't believe I bumped into him. This years and years later, you know. And he was recovering from a heroin addiction. He'd done all the rehab and all that, and I was recovering from brain damage. I think we met each other in Nice and Sleazy's one night, and before you know it, we're back at his having a jam. And I played this song, this John Martin song, and that pretty much that night he was like, right, let's put the band back together, sort of. And it wasn't until weeks or months and months later that he asked me to join in with his band because he thought that this song was mine. He thought that I'd written it myself. Oh dear. And if Dave McNee sees this, I can still hear that song of yours. I've still got it stuck in my head, I've still memorised it. Maybe I should play that. Have I got enough time to do two?
Why not? Let's squeeze two in.
This is the one song that Dave McNee showed me. One of his. Falls down, wasted breath, smooth ride, hold on, take me away when you go. Last chance feels like, hold on, do it again. And what you know you can't be sure, and what you say you can't believe. The truth of how I feel today has come on top for once and all. Yeah, really smart songwriter. I think when I was 12 or 13, he was a couple of years older than me, and he was the one that kind of showed me the first few things on bass. Anyway, this is a John Martin tune. Searching back through the friends I've known, sometimes sad for the way it's grown. Ranging up and ranging out and trying to change my ways about. There's a place in the leaf, a place in the bough. I found a place for me just now, just now, just now. We're moving on with every word, we're moving with all the worlds above. Turning the wheel as fast as I can, turning the wheel to make me a man. There's a man in the moon, a man in the sea, growing strong. There's a man in me just now, just now, just now. There's no behind, there's no before, there's no need to worry anymore. Happy then, happy now, there's always a way to get happy somehow. A friend on the road, a friend in a home, a better friend now than I've ever known. Just now, 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 just now. Just now.
Excellent. Thank you once again to Crawford for coming in and playing tonight. This has been live from the Livingroom gigs, and I'll be back next Wednesday night with my guest for that show, Peter Wernick. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Good night.